through a ton of sustained scoring droughts tonight, like 3 or 4 minutes at a time. Just what was happening there?
In the second half, turnovers and poor shots, passing up some better ones, and taking contested ones. Whether it's Alpie or whoever drawing the crowd and you kick it out, you got to take the first good shot. And I think we passed up a few and ended up taking, especially when it got close, it got to 2 points a few times. Got bad shots, or we turned over 13 turnovers second half, 13 of our 16.
How much did the way the first half ended kind of carry over to the second half?
Yeah, I mean, our start and finish wasn't great. Obviously getting down that much early, but disappointing loss. No way to other way to say it than that. In a lot of aspects, our sustained effort and competitiveness has to be there. It wasn't from the start, and then you work your way back into it. And like I said, turnovers and bad shot selection. We're just missing some decent shots. It happens, but we didn't love our start, obviously, and our finish. Third felt like we couldn't get stops, and when we finally did put some together, we gave it back with the turnovers.
There was a point when you brought in Jabari and Tari at the same time. What were you hoping to see from that?
A spark. I mean, it felt like we weren't, some of the starters weren't playing their best, and tried to get some juice and some energy there, and they did early, especially in the first half. That was the team that got us back into it, but every chance we had to dig it out, it was fouling shooters, giving up inch-out threes, or them getting offensive rebounds, second chance points, and so didn't play well enough in any aspect tonight.
It's the first time in 2 months that this team is fully healthy. Do you expect kind of a period where you have to get reacclimated to everything, given how the game's going?
Yeah, I'd say a little bit, but obviously Fred was a little rusty out there, and he tweaked his ankle in the first play. I think he stepped on the ref's foot, so that was more what hampered him tonight than the previous injury that kept him out.
What is it about this Sacramento team that gives you all so much trouble?
I may have some scorers that, they got some isolation guys and some physical centers. Sabonis and now Valanciunas really hurt us tonight, so combination of those things. But we've been in every game or had late leads in Sacramento. We've been right there, and so other than tonight was one that felt the most, out of reach because of our sloppy play. And I wouldn't say anything specific other than they have, before Levine came, they had Fox. So they got some guys that can spread out and score, and DeRozan is giving us a hard time as well. So credit to them, but obviously haven't played our best against them.
Did you sense that the Kings were trying to attack the paint way more in the second half?
Yeah, I felt like even the first half, just getting downhill quite a bit. We changed some things up and limited them with Monk in the paint after he got some early baskets. But, 58 points in the paint is obviously way too high of a number, and got to do better with our pick and roll coverage. Way too low, letting them get downhill, and then when they did miss, they got the offensive rebound. We didn't gang rebound.
With the ankle that Fred was that the same ankle that was hurt before?
Yeah.
Going into the game tomorrow, of course, is going to have a lot of pump fakes, but it seemed like throughout the games, there was a lot of fouls on those pump fakes. Is that something that y'all discussed before the game, or was it just a matter of, once they were in the game, it's just they weren't, staying on the ground?
You said DeRozan?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's something we talk about every time. Obviously, one of his main advantages is getting to the free throw line, the sweep through, the rip throughs, and the pump fakes, and we can't show it any more than we did. And fall for it, and lack of discipline.
Okay, thank you.